Hello, Musto0063 here, back for some more Make a Good Mega Man level contest number 2. Last time out I completely cleared out tier 3, so you can see there, all 9 energy elements, all 19 noble nickels, so yeah, we're moving on to tier 4 in this video. But before I do that, we're going to have a little wander around the hub area again, because I do want to visit Nightman's pub, which is, I think is over this way, and also want to go visit the shop, because, yeah, I've got 732 bolts, and, yeah, I think there's some stuff that I can buy that's going to be very, very useful, so, whoops, not tier 2, yep, let's go do that. Oh, while we're on the way there, I wonder, since you're around the Sharo Chatelesque, we'll talk to you, so we'll talk to Yo-Yo Man from Mega Man Unlimited. Hey, want to see a cool yo-yo trick? The kids won't watch me anymore, so I need an audience. And this, if I'm not mistaken, is Saturn from Mega Man V. Yes. Not Mars, that I got confused with in one or two videos ago, but yeah. Saturn clearly clearly noticeable with the giant ring round him. Aye. There's Nightman's famous pub. Too bad my ring is against their dress code. I can't just leave it out here, though. This thing is worth a ton. Too bad. Yeah, so a quick... Okay, Ombudsman's in here. Ah, Mega Man, I see you visit this pub as well. I must congratulate you on our battle earlier. It was quite fulfilling. Shade Man. I don't come to this pub often. Apparently, I scare people. Okay, fine. Well, I'll save talking to Nightman for the moment. We'll go down here and see if there's anyone else. There's Doorman over there. We'll go talk to him in a minute. You were there, weren't you, Grenade Man? I think all these people were here. Freeze Man. Yeah, I think I spoke to you. If you ever find yourself in a tough and unacceptable spot, just press 2, it'll solve all your problems, fine. I'm pretty sure Yoku Man and Grenade Man were there. Yeah, I definitely spoke to you. Trying to remember who I've spoken to and who I've not. I have not spoken to Doorman, though. This restaurant is exquisite. I'm sure that even Chef Gordon Ramsay would enjoy it. Okay. Fine. Right, and now I've got enough nickels for you to give me something. I think. I can feel that you have at least 10 nickels. As promised, here's a reward. This upgrade will help you get around the festival faster. Unlock Hub Fast Travel. Now use the exit utility for ultra convenience in getting around the festival. Cool. In fact, let's talk to you again, see if I get anything else. I feel that you can have at least 20 nickels. Have you heard of the challenge tent? It's right next to the dojo, but it's restricted VIP access. I have some connections around here, so you can take an access card I have lying around. Got the VIP pass. The challenge tent, an area to challenge yourself in the simulations, is now available. Cool. I don't think I've got 30. Yeah. Or whatever the next number is. 35. Okay, hello there. I see you don't have quite a number looking for next. Come back when you have, say, 35 nickels. I only have 26 at the moment. But once I've cleared tier 4 out, I will be able to go back to you, and we'll get some new goodies. But yeah, wonderful. Well, I'm going to stop by the challenge tent as well, actually, then, because I do want to see whether or not I'm kind of stuffed in terms of actually not getting challenges registered here, which will be an enormous disappointment. But anyway, yeah, Trinotra Man is now gone. Oh, he's in here, actually, sorry. I see you have a pass. Welcome to my challenge tent. You see, I felt so passionate and explosive about the festival that I decided to set up this tent to, well, challenge visitors. You can complete all the various objectives laid down here, and you'll be rewarded with some cool stuff in the back. Just, you know, something fun on the side. So, I want to see if some of these are actually done. So, obviously not done those, or them. Don't know what that is. No. We also do have a music sort of sound room here. I might play around with that later on in the game once we've kind of cleared the main game and gone through pretty much everything. Okay, so now we're on. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I am getting challenges. So okay, a whole lot of balls at once. Yeah, max out your E tanks and M tanks. Easiest challenge complete. But yeah, unfortunately, I mean, I guess it'll at least still show up here. But yeah, I'm pretty sure my first playthrough it actually came up with a little bit like when I got a new costume. It said costume available or new costume available. I'm pretty sure it says like challenge completed or something like that. But obviously that's not happening because yeah, I completed that challenge, but the red bar didn't appear. But oh well, it's still obviously showing up that I'm actually getting them here. But yeah, some of them are going to be quite difficult, particularly this one. Because I'm not quite going to know immediately whether or not I've done it, because it's not the challenge the challenge complete thing's not going to pop up. So yeah, that one might be a hell of a thing to recognise I've actually done. But Okay, knockout. Okay, I did complete the duel challenge as well. I thought I might have done, but again, couldn't tell because of the thing didn't pop up and tell me I'd completed it. But yeah, okay, so that's a bit disappointing. I think here we've got the perfect runs now. Yeah, so no damage at least one level in tier 1, blah 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 blah. I won't go through all these challenges now, but yeah, I'm relieved to at least see that the challenges are not complete, in the sense that because I've already completed them on another save file that I didn't have to do them here. But yeah, it is really disappointing that they're not actually registering as such as being complete. But oh well, not much I can do about that. Okay, and tier 4 is here. I guess that's another one I can show off now. The upgrade that I got. So this is basically the new upgrade, the fast pass or whatever it was. So yeah, I can now, and I'll just quickly actually go to tier 1. Or to show you off, yeah, I can basically now teleport to wherever I want to in the hub world, so which is really nice. So yeah, I quite like that. It's just another way of just ultimately extending. I've got tier 9 here, because I've obviously accessed that by circling through left and right. Won't go to tier 9, but yeah, spoiler alert, tier 9. Yeah, I think it's a really nice addition actually, just to be able to get from one place in the hub world to another quite quickly. It's fairly big. I don't mind that at all. It's actually quite nice having a pretty big hub world with lots of activity going on. But again, if you do want to get somewhere quickly, it is nice to have. So I do appreciate that feature. So let's go to the hub. Let's actually see if I don't believe I'm going to have anything here again that you're going to say I'm going to disable. But no, again, so that's fine. But yeah, I've got a fair few bolts. Let's see what else I can buy. Okay, I think I'm probably going to get that one. I guess I could get that as well, but I'm not overly fussed about that one yet. I think that one would probably be nice to have a little bit later, but of all the ones, well, I can't buy that one. But I think this one is actually going to be really nice. So knockback is drastically reduced, and hit invincibility is slightly extended. So yeah, I would like that, thank you. So fairly expensive, 600 bolts, but yeah, I think it'll be worth it. I don't think I'll maybe it'll come out from tier 4 when I inevitably get 250 that would get that. I'll probably just buy that when I get back to the hub area after clearing tier 4. Who knows? I might even have enough bolts to get the charge buster upgrade as well. But yeah, nice. So I've got something that reduces knockback, which is always nice, and yeah, invincibility period also extended, which will also be really nice. And yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to do in the hub world. If I see anyone else new on the way, and again, difficult to tell whether or not they're new a lot of the time, then I'll talk to them. But yeah, I think with that introduction, just a lonely poll, okay, I think we'll get on to tier 4. Lovely. And here we are, 10 energy elements, 16 noble nickels. Let's kick off, and we're going into a train station. Skullman. Why wait for silly trains to take you places when you can just use Hell Wheel? That was Skullman's upgraded weapon in, I think it must be Rockman minus Infinity, or Mega minus Infinity, or whatever. But yeah, I haven't played that game, but yeah, it looks quite a wild ride, that entire game. But yeah, Skullman's weapon Skullman's weapon that you can obtain, Hell Wheel, looks enormous fun, let me say that. But yeah, it doesn't half look quite scary in terms of where you're going to have to use it. But anyway, moving on. Actually, to get to some level gameplays. And quite a disappointing one to start with, I'm afraid. Yeah, 58th place. Bizarre Idea Man. Alien Temple. Score of 24.2. 23, 27, 25, 24, 22. Very middle of the ground markings, but I would go so far as to say that I think this is probably one of the most disappointing stages in the entire game. Yeah, this is basically, well, it looks kind of nice. We then get transported to this area with, unfortunately, the Galaxy Man music playing in the background. We enter this area here, and we get straight into a boss fight. Intruder alert. A rogue robot has entered the temple. It must be captured at any cost, alive or dead. And, basically, I will show the fight off properly, but, yeah, basically, you can effectively complete the level, well, I say level, it is literally just this boss fight, and if you whip out Flash Stopper and just keep shooting away, you can pretty much take the boss down without having to do anything. So, yeah, as levels go, as stages go, it's as quick and simple as that. And now the challenge is registered. Wow, all my moaning before about the challenge not coming up, I must have had to have accessed the area for it to register the challenges. Okay, so that is nice. So I've obviously completed a few more. It didn't register that I did them at the time, but now that we've actually accessed the challenge tent, the challenges are coming up and being completed. And of course, there I just did. We didn't actually probably get to see it, but I would have just done a tier 4 mastery challenge, which would have been complete a tier 4 level without taking any damage. So okay, that's really nice. The challenges are coming up. Ignore everything I just said in the previous, or in the 10 minutes I've just been talking before. That makes me. I really wish I'd known that before, because I even deleted my save, my 100% save file earlier to try and deselect the challenges or something, or just make them, because I thought with a save file, 100% save file, that it wasn't going to happen. But clearly no, it is specific to a save file, and you must have to access the challenge area before they actually start registering. I guess that makes sense, but and to be honest too, I'm not that disappointed I've deleted my save file. I'm going to 100% the game again anyway, but oh well. I had wish I'd known that rather than panicking that the challenge mode stuff wasn't going to activate. But yeah, okay, let's actually play the level proper, or fight the boss maybe without cheating. So I will try and I'll try and fight the boss normally with Mega Buster so we can actually see what he's about. But yeah, what can I say? I guess I'll say my go into my comments a bit more after we've actually seen the boss properly. But yeah, honestly, very disappointing. Very disappointing, I think, is my overriding thought. So that's not to say this isn't a decent boss fight by any stretch of the imagination. You do have a low gravity in place here, so I can jump as high up to the ceiling and actually attack him. He doesn't always go to the ceiling, so sometimes you saw him sort of down. Well, I don't think he does now anyway, unless you are all the time now going to be at the top of the screen. I swear you could teleport to fairly low down on the screen, but you seem to want to be sticking to the ceiling now. But oh well, as I say, with the low gravity jump, doesn't make any difference. So, but yeah, it's an okay boss. I wouldn't say it's anything spectacular, certainly. And overall, hello, Chargeman. Overall, for a contest entry, there's nothing to the level. It's just a boss fight, and not even that fantastic one, to be honest. It's okay boss fight. I struggle to see how the judges sort of consistently gave it sort of fairly average scores across the board. I mean, I don't know whether I'm just sort of missing. I suppose thinking about the criteria point of view, that maybe having to judge on quite strict criteria in terms of what scores to give it, but. Just for me, that would be a tier 1 level if I were doing this, because it was, again, not officially judging it, but just from a personal favourite point of view. There's nothing to it, and you can cheese the boss fight by using Flash Stopper. There's literally nothing to that level, and I felt it was extremely disappointing, to say the least. But oh well, that's just my opinion. What a cool concept! But I literally beat the stage in like 30 seconds. It's just a boss fight, and the boss fight is just good. Most of the attacks are fine though. The boss feels a bit dull because it seems like it just randomly chooses attacks, and some like the yellow comet attack aren't really well telegraphed. It's literally only the boss, so it's not like I can say much more about this. It looks really nice though. Pretty cool boss. It would be better if there was an actual stage though. An okay boss fight. It shines more in its content than it does in its execution. All it needs is more telegraphing for its attacks, slightly slower or smaller projectiles, and something prevents him from spawning on top of the player. I like the idea of having to utilise 0.5 gravity to reach him, but occasionally spawned near the ground, which interrupted my illusion of this being a consistent thing. I was half hoping for this to be the prelude to an alien base intrusion level though, so I can't help be somewhat disappointed by there being no substance aside from the boss itself. Come on, there could have been much more to this level. I mean, for what's there, it's not bad, but there's a serious lack of content, considering that the level consists of only one boss and a very short section before it. That's simply not enough. The boss was fine, if incredibly easy. Kind of like a really simple Wily capsule without the risk of telefrags. And I'm done. Nope, no Lord of the Rings length comment this time. Yeah, I think we'll leave that one there. And I don't know where Chargeman shuffled off to, but yeah, he's not over there. I guess we'll see him again sometime later then. He seems to have pushed off. Anyway, moving on. 57th place, the Yellow Grinch, Joe Destruction Company. Score 24.4. 26, 27, 27, 19, 23. 1 energy element. And no noble nickels. Cool. Well, I'm just going to check to the left-hand side now. It's pretty much a... I know there's no noble nickels, but just in case there's something else kind of hidden there, it almost now is sort of a prerequisite for contest entries to sort of check whether there's some kind of like secret over on the left-hand side of things. But yeah, like I found that hidden ladder that I had no idea was there on one of the stages. I'm sorry, I can't remember which one it was, but yeah, I had no idea that was there. That took me by complete surprise. But yeah, pretty much a prerequisite now. Pretty much almost every single level, I'm going to sort of go left at the beginning to see if I can get something. Let's just fake you out and then we'll move on. Don't fancy getting knocked back into the pit with your stupid hammers. I like the music here, I must say. I think there's something up here, isn't there? But nothing fantastic, I must admit. There's a music credit. So music by Kakebango. Probably mispronounced that or misread that, but yeah. Why that couldn't be done in a sign post somewhere at the beginning of the stage as opposed to that area, I'm not quite sure why, but oh well. I'm lucky I didn't land on that bloody enemy there. I'm going to scroll back to the left. In fact, I'm going to go back to the left-hand side, take you out, and then we'll deal with the big eye without having to worry about you as well. Bring it. Probably scroll it back on screen. Oh no, I haven't. That was interesting. I would have assumed I had done. Not quite sure whether I should be going right or down here, but I will go right. Actually, the thought does occur to me that I may have said on some previous levels that I might have checked out some other areas, but I don't think I've actually gone and done that. I guess my sort of main reasoning, ultimately, behind that being then that there's been no... Wow. That actually exploded rather than me actually hitting it, because I'm pretty sure I actually attacked that boulder. But and then being able to slide through the debris without taking a hit, that was impressive. But yeah, I'm slightly conscious now that there have been some levels where I've probably said, yeah, I'll go check that. I'll go check out that area later to see whether there's anything in there, particularly if it's like a pit. But I probably haven't done so. But yeah, if it's like an area with only one noble nickel and I know I'm not missing anything, then yeah, there's not quite so much incentive to do so. So yeah, apologies if that has been the case and I have been missing some secret, some sort of alternate paths or such like that. But in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't make too much difference. And I have been trying to do that where there clearly have been split paths. So yeah, I don't think I'm doing a terrible job at that. That was incredibly lucky dodge, by the way. I just was mucking around there on the ladder, and I just somehow managed to get in between the projectiles of that net. That was incredibly lucky. Anyway, we are transitioning now to Drillman sort of stage theme, this underground area with a lot of these yeah, boulder dispensers. Dang it. So yeah, which are also up and down enemies as well. But yeah, boulder dispensers, they're not too bad. I never found them too troublesome in Drillman stage, so I have no real problem with them, provided they sort of don't get, you know, they don't sort of knock me into pits and such like that. Yeah, you just sort of approach them cautiously. A boulder falls down, you shoot it before it hits the ground, and it splits apart. And yeah, it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward, to be honest. I feel like these I feel like these picket men have got like more health than I'd expect them to have. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just the location they're in. I see 2 boss gates there, or 2 gates at least. Anyway, you can jump up here. Okay, that's annoying. Let's take the upper path then and see if there's anything there. Well, there was something there. I don't know what it was. Presumably it wasn't. Might have been an extra life, I suppose, or an E-tank. I don't know what that was, but yeah, I collected something. Okay, and no boss fight, just an energy gem at the end. Cool. Well, yeah, not a bad level. Nothing again that stood out as really being amazing or fantastic, but yeah, fairly kind of enjoyable level. I like the music. I like the kind of you know oh, there's Charge Man. I like the. Going to interrupt me again, are you, or get in the way again? I like the yeah, the graphical look of the stage. Yeah, not real too much enemy spam. I do feel like the picket men are used quite perhaps a little bit too much. They're in kind of awkward places, but there's nothing you know, obnoxious or offensive about the level. So yeah, I'm absolutely fine with it. Right, now you're to the left of me. Let's go speak to Charge Man, and let's try and do it so that I'm not going to accidentally enter a level or access a Or read one of the signs or something. Yeah, you've been hanging around for ages. Let's finally see what you've got to say. Choo choo! Finally, the subway is here. I've been waiting for a long time. Ugh, trains are so slow nowadays. Anyway, yeah, I think I've said my piece on that level. So let's see what the judges thought. It's an okay level, and that's the problem, and that's really the problem with it. Though I don't think it's entirely appropriate to call it a problem. It's just a kind of there level. The lack of music doesn't help that. Lack of music? Oh, okay, maybe. Okay, that was added in post game then. Okay. Lack of music doesn't help that feeling because you forgot to send the track. Kind of makes the music by credit section a bit weird, lol. But yeah, it's a kind of their level. I like the setup at the beginning with the reflector blocks and the picket man, and there's some good usage of the concrete man platforms. But by the end of the level, just kind of drops off and becomes Draw Man Mark II. It's kind of sad, honestly, because I was expecting some Joe destroying action based on the level name. Then in the end, it just ended up being a construction-y level with like half a dozen Hammer Joes and no other Joe family enemies. My main issue with this level is the random screen with credits to the person who made the music that were written in blocks. First of all, you could have easily used a sign, and second, the ladder exiting that room drops you right onto an enemy that's nearly impossible to dodge. Don't I feel smug? Also, the lack of a boss was pretty disappointing. You should have used Gutsman. He would have fit right into the destruction theme of the level nicely. The rest of the level was easy and forgettable. The level has interesting ideas, but they're often put in such a way where the player is incredibly likely to take unavoidable or hardly avoidable damage. Some objects didn't feel very calculated in their placement either, with bugs just zooming by and rock dispensers being very close to the ground, making me not want to go through the stage with only the Buster. I like having little progressives underground though. It's a neat change of pace, but even that has its little downside as I found a shortcut into the underground section that skips about 2 screens of a level. Maybe that was the area the pit I didn't go down into. The hidden music room, which used to be funny when the stage lacked music, is something many players will find on accident, as one of the up-moving platforms will crush the player into the bottom of the music room, complete the screen transition and all. Okay. Overall, neat ideas, but they're a bit chaotic. I don't even know what to say. The level design is awful. Enemy choice and placement is disgusting, and the level is just frustrating overall. It doesn't even try to do anything interesting. The graphics are average, and there are quite a bit of bugs and oversights to this stage. It sucks. I feel like that's a little bit harsh, but oh well. The version I played lacked any music whatsoever, and that makes this level even more boring than it actually is. When I went back to play it with the music, it wasn't exactly helped. Your name implies something never happens. Shame. So what does this level accomplish? Not a whole lot. Props will be given, nothing was used badly, even a mix of gimmicks, but again the challenges are very basic. Enemies were also selected without much forethought it seems. One notable highlight, the picket man towards the start of the stage, I really thought that bit was clever, and had you built your stage around that sort of thing, maybe you could have pulled something memorable off. As it stands, this level simply exists. At least you put in some platforming, so that makes it a little bit more tolerable. Oh, and lovely. Boss corridor, no boss. No climax, nothing. Sorry. I mean, you even put an E-tank before said corridor. What the hell? Okay, so that was an E-tank I collected. Fine. Moving on. Oh dear. Motion sickness man. Blech. Just a warning, the level to my right contains a visual effect that has caused motion sickness problems in several people. If you are prone to such motion sickness problems and don't want to play it, please take the green teleporter once you're inside. Well, I won't be doing that. I will be playing the level, but well, let's just go through this first of all. 56th place, Crash Man, Neon Man. Score 24.6. 23, 25, 16, 26, 33. Motion sickness warning. So, yeah, 1 MGM and 1 Noble Nickel. So I guess I will say that up front now. Yeah, if you are at all prone to motion sickness, then you may want to skip watching this, or you may want to give it a try and see how you feel. If you start to feel queasy, then for goodness sake stop and skip this level. But yeah, this doesn't actually affect me. It's kind of a interesting gimmick, if not annoying, and I'll probably try to ultimately cancel it out quite a lot of the time, just because it is incredibly disorientating, assuming this is the level I think it is. Yeah, if you want to skip this level entirely, or if you want to like give it a quick go and then you end up becoming queasy, then yeah, for goodness sake stop watching and skip this level. I won't begrudge you that in the slightest. Anyway, here we go. I will just check to the left of this place. Okay, fine, yeah, again. Yeah, precursor now, I'm pretty much going to check to the left of pretty much almost every level. Unless it's obvious like there's a giant pit to the left-hand side or I can't do anything, but yeah. Yeah, this is the level I'm thinking of. And yeah, I guess overall, we haven't come to the gimmick yet, it's a kind of neat gimmick, if not incredibly disorientating. And yes, I could see how it would be quite awkward for people. That was dumb, I did not want to do that. I'm going to use Super Arrow to get across there, because there's a pit somewhere down there, and I don't know exactly where. So, yeah, I'm going to whip out the Super Arrow and just go over that pit. Okay, so that brings us to the gimmick, which is incredibly disorientating. If you're wondering why I look like I'm floating right now, basically what this holograph projector thing is doing is warping the screen so that basically, yeah, the background looks like it's moving, but nothing is actually moving. So I could just, the pit, for instance, I'm over now isn't the pit. The pit will be sort of here, although again, there's no danger of death or anything. But yeah, basically the actual structure of the level doesn't change, but the background makes it look like it does. So yeah, that is incredibly off-putting, and I don't mind it as a gimmick per se. But yeah, it doesn't half get kind of awkward when you are dealing with pits and such like that. But what you can do, as you just sort of seen here, is take out the projector thing, and the screen will reset to normal. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing in a lot of cases. Just a way to give obviously, as soon as I can really hit the projector thing, I'm going to try and take it out. This Sniper Joe, whatever the hell this thing is incredibly friggin' annoying. Those boomerangs are just right bloody annoying. He seems to have a ton of health as well. Good grief, that enemy was annoying. Yeah, here we go. So take out that enemy. I'm pretty sure, well, that must be safe ground given there's any energy there, and then I'll take the thing out. So yeah, don't fancy dealing with pits and such like that. This one there are no pits, so I'm not really overly fussed. I know I just have to go up, slide through, and we'll be fine. But yeah, any levels where there are pits, I am going to be taking this thing out as quick as possible. And good, this is a noble nickel, and I love this reference, by the way. City War from the first contest, lovely. You can't actually kill this thing, I don't think, at least anyway. But yeah, it's you get sort of a good look at the level. Finding the ladder might be a bit of a thing, actually. Oh, there we go. So yeah, you always get a little bit of a look at the level when you first enter it. So I'll stop here again before it sort of the screen starts wrapping round or warping, if you will. So yeah, that would be a good kind of way to get a lay of the land before anything too difficult happens or too obtrusive happens. But yeah, it's a good gimmick. I'm going to take this thing out the slow way this time around. In future times when you see this thing, I'll do it a lot quicker. If this thing has a chronic weakness, which pretty much makes this disco ball thing a joke. But yeah, I'll deal with it the normal way first off. There's also some health there as well, so yeah, I recuperated the health that I lost. But yeah, okay, this screen. I'll take out that enemy if I can do. Wait for the bullets not to be quite so high. Yeah, and then I've got no idea, frankly, where the pits are now. So yeah, goodbye, projector, and we'll just move on. Yeah, I have no idea where the edge of that platform was in order to make that jump. Wouldn't be confident about that either. So yeah, my advice would be, unless you feel like well, yeah, a big challenge, take the thing out as quick as possible. Now, I'm going to be stuffed here, aren't I? Because I've got no idea where the ladder is now. So I'm going to just use the Hornet Chaser again, which is a really nice weapon, by the way, obviously, for homing in on the projector. And because this one's obviously right at the top of the screen, I couldn't really hit it with the Mega Buster certainly without getting past that Boomerang Joe, which is incredibly freaking annoying. Don't remember it being that annoying, but yeah, Hornet Chaser is an excellent. Don't do that. Is an excellent choice for taking out the. Yeah, leave that thing alone. Taking out the projector enemies. Okay, there was something that would have turned the lights back on, but yeah, let's not turn them off in the first place. If I can help it. I could have hit that. I don't know why I'd avoid damaging that thing. That was stupid. Oh, another one of these bloody enemies. Which went down incredibly quickly that time. Okay, maybe I just wasn't doing much damage before. I am going to take that thing out again because I'm just not quite sure where the spikes are. I'm pretty sure that when I go to the top left, yeah, as long as I was holding left here, I would have been fine. But again, why take the risk? I've got enough Hornet Chaser to get through. I'm going to use Hornet Chaser here just normally, actually, just to take out all these enemies because I'm getting hit. Potentially would get hit by this cannon thing. So yeah, I'm just going to whip out Hornet Chaser. And hopefully it will start homing in on what I want it to home in on. Have I got to get closer to that thing to make it pop out? That'll be annoying. Really? Thank you. Wow, that was annoying. These bloody Joe enemies, seriously. I hate these things. These might become like one of my worst, my most hated enemy all of a sudden. I hate those Joes, those boomerang Joes, whatever the hell you call them. Good grief. Okay, no real danger here, so we'll whip out Hornet Chaser. Not going to bother with that thing, presuming I can get time my jumps through nicely. Well, I'm running out of Hornet Chaser, so I'm really hoping there's not much left to this level. Or at least in terms of the thing. Ah. Okay, I think I'm safe if I just fall down there. Frankly, I have no idea now. So this is very irritating. And that is not going to kill it either. Wow. That's not what I wanted. I've got a bit of a problem here. Unless I can hit that thing, which I can't. I don't know where the pits are here, so yeah. No idea whether I should be going left or right. That was lucky. Okay, let's get up there, and then hopefully we can take the thing out. Thank you. So yeah, Triple Blade's not a bad option, assuming you can actually hit the thing. I was thinking about hurrying up there and just going, but now I'm a bit stuffed again. Although I have got other weapons, I think I can. Have I actually got other weapons that I can really do too much with this to? I don't think I really have. This is bad. This is very bad. I know this is safe ground though, so I can't shoot, can I? So let's just get by that way. And we've got spikes to deal with here. Lovely. Okay, in which case I'm going to keep that thing on, because at least then, even if I land on the spikes, I'll be able to, you know, I'll still be safe with this thing on. And yeah, take that. There's more! Okay, do not hit that enemy this time. Otherwise the thing's going to be dark and I'll have the same problem I had. Okay, this level's starting to feel like it's going on quite for a long time now. I've collected a noble nickel, haven't I? So I assume there's nothing over to the left, but yeah, that was probably a stupid idea. There's another one of those up there. Are you joking? I need weapon energy. In fact, no, there's the boss gate. There's the boss gate. So he's hoping I can just get through now. That's going to probably annoy me, isn't it? I think. Okay, fine. Can't remember if we've actually got a boss or not. I think we have actually, haven't we? Yes, and a rather annoying one at that as well. So yeah, don't expect to be pulling this off this go. In fact, I've got pretty much no chance of pulling this off this go with so little health. But yeah, it makes use of the kind of the warping gimmick. Although frankly, you don't really have to worry too much about that at all. You've clearly got solid ground there, so the background is just a distraction and nothing else. Obviously, the fact that it is moving from shifting from side to side, can be a distraction, but there's nothing like pits or anything to worry about like that. So just yeah, there's not really any danger. The problem I would say with this is the Apache Joes, and also the fact that he seems to hurt quite a lot with his attacks, and he's also quite difficult to dodge. So yeah, get ready with your charge shots. And I've died. Wonderful. Well, I said this boss was going to be kind of annoying, but yeah, he hurts quite a lot. I find him quite difficult to dodge. So yeah, the background to me isn't distracting really in any way, but he's not a very straightforward boss. And again, I'm trying to do all these things without, like, again, use of weapons, and where the hell are you? That was weird and unfair. So yeah, I'm trying to do this without, like, weapons and E-tanks and such like that, but yeah. Maybe a bad idea, but oh well. I find it incredibly hard to second guess as well in terms of what he's going to do. Ding it, he had 1 health left. Ugh. Well, yeah, you're being annoying. Yeah, sometimes he'll just sort of stand still when I think he's going to like charge at me. Sometimes he'll jump at quite a weird arcing angle to the point where I can't really avoid it. The bloody Apache Joes from the ceiling. He throws like these, you know, cards, and they can be really friggin' hard to avoid as well. So, yeah, he's not a straightforward boss by any means. Well, I don't find him straightforward anyway. But yeah, had a lot of trouble actually trying to figure out what he's going to do. You actually have been extraordinarily kind there, and I still only just beat you. So, yeah, bit of a pain in the arse boss that. Anyway, we're done. Yeah, overall, I think the boss annoys me a little bit just because he feels like too difficult. And the warping bit in the background there is not the issue there. He's just rather an annoying boss just because of the Apache Joes dropping stuff from the ceiling. You can take them out. You can take their bombs or whatever they drop. They're out, which is okay, I guess. But they're another distraction that just really don't need. He's very difficult. The boss himself is very difficult to read in terms of what he does. He seems to hurt quite a lot if you actually run into him, or indeed his like blades or cars or whatever he's throwing actually connect with you. He seems to like jumping around a lot, and it's very difficult to predict what he's going to do, whether he's just going to stand there or actually jump at you or walk towards you. So yeah, boss can be a bit hectic and probably just a little bit too difficult for me. Well, in principle, I mean, obviously, I think I died twice, maybe with full health, but yeah, anyway. The level itself it's an interesting gimmick, but it isn't half disorientating, and I think when you sort of got lots of pits there, then ultimately pretty much what I resorted to having to do was using Hornet Chaser or Triple Blade or something, some kind of weapon that would allow me to sort of get by, hopefully attack and actually kill the projector enemy, but failing that, using other items to sort of get through the level. Because I say, when there's spikes around and pits where I can't see where the hell I'm going, and the warping is just incredibly distracting, it's disorientating, and yeah, I can see how that could be awkward for some people. And of course, if you are prone to motion sickness, then obviously you're going to struggle with that level. Anyway. This level pulls off its gimmick incredibly well, and I absolutely despise it for that. I cannot handle the weirdo holograms. They literally destroy my brain. Call me dumb, but once they activate, I just completely stop functioning and get horribly disorientated and just run into pits and have not a fun time at all. The level sets out to mess with your head with illusions, and it did so well that my brain melted, and I just did not care to even try to beat this level legit. I was so tired of dying constantly by the end of it that I just cheated the rooms with Hornet Chaser. The boss is pretty bad too. The bouncing bullets from the Apache Joes are obnoxious, hard to kill, and deal a ton of damage. And Neon Man himself also will eat your health alive if you so much as graze him. I appreciate you were able to pull off this gimmick really well. It's probably like the best illusion-type gimmick in Mega Man I've seen. The issue is that it does its job far too well and horribly broke my brain and just led to me constantly dying over and over because I slightly misjudged the platforms would be. Misjudged where the platforms would be. The outside sections looked really cool, but the inside sections were just the same backgrounds over and over and didn't look good. I didn't really like the holographic sections either, and it almost feels like some parts of the stage were designed for the player to destroy the holograms of Hornet Chaser, because getting through certain sections is really hard if you don't. That's not a good thing to do to the player. The boss was also way too hectic, and that Cult to Joe just sends it over the edge. Overall, this level had a lot of potential, but bad execution. Well, the concept for this is certainly interesting, however it's one of those concepts which encourages the player to get rid of it altogether during their playthrough. During a buster-only run of this stage can easily get very tedious as the player has to wait often complete cycles of the background in order to not put themselves at risk of falling off. Coupled with the added enemies later in the stage, using Hornet Chaser to just get rid of the entire driving point of the level is a much safer option, which will also make the level a lot more fun to play. The boss fight is not much better, unfortunately, with the background of the Apache Joes distracting from the actual fight and the projectiles blending in with the slowly moving background. I didn't have a lot of fun with this level, and I think that while its concept is creative, it needs a lot of adjustments in order to be even remotely usable in a fun environment. I don't see how the weird screen disorienting effect was any good at all. If you fail to quickly kill the enemy that causes it, the view has already screwed itself, and not dying becomes a case of trial and error. Not to mention that the level doesn't suit such mechanics to begin with. Granted, there were some cool ideas, but it's just an average level. It's not very fun, looks bad, and is executed awfully. Nice meme. Okay, on a serious note, I think the weakest aspect of your stage is the graphics. A lot of stuff is way off style, particularly the original enemies in the Master. You know what. I can live with lackluster graphics, and I will give you props for making sure things match the colour pattern of your level. As for your stage, your primary gimmick was really, really cool. I love the idea behind it. Sure, it occasionally required you to memorise, but checkpoints were very well placed, so that helped a big deal to limit the frustration. Where things get kind of wonky is some of the enemy layouts on the screen with your gimmick. Many are overcrowded. Fewer enemies on these screens would have helped this stage a big deal better. The Great Propeller enemy is the biggest offender. He has too much health and nearly always placed in locations where he's fine on his own, but mixed with other enemies was painful. Still, I felt this level was enjoyable all told, if a bit too hard for its own good. The Robot Master was really fun to fight and a great cap to your end of a level. He was difficult but very doable and very satisfying to actually take down Buster only. Next to your gimmick idea, I think your execution of this guy is the highlight of your stage.